Right everyone, new series time on the channel again. I've decided to go back to the old small and interesting indie game route again. This is Beyond Eyes, which I heard quite a lot about prior to the release, but then once it came out, just like nothing really seemed to happen with it, so I think I got it on the Steam sale a while back, so today I'm going to actually play it for the first time. I must admit, it's not been a great start to this, because the game doesn't work with Shadow Play, so I'm having to use OBS, so if anything's weird, that's why. And also, there's no main menu in the game, which I absolutely hate. You just launch straight into it, but luckily there is a way to like restart it so that we can actually have the opening cutscene on the video. Because the thing is with recording it, I've got to start the game first and load it up and then try and test the audio and make sure everything works before I can actually start recording. So if like plot happens before that, it's really irritating. Which is why every game should have a main menu. Anyway, yes. Let's actually start the story. Prologue. So I do full in the night garden. It was a lovely summer's day. Ray was playing with her friends. Her friend is a balloon. Well, it got dark quickly. The sight was lost. Yeah, it's not quite as jolly as the style I would have you believe. It's about a blind child, you know. That summer, Ray spent a lot of time in the garden alone with her thoughts. God, even the balloon abandoned her. One day she received a visitor. A very ill-looking cat. So, something that struck me when I'd sit through that one of the 3 times in order to get this to actually work with the recording. When I'd seen like all the pre-release stuff, I was quite struck with the fact that the art style looked really nice. And I feel a bit bad criticising it, bearing in mind that I think it was made by like a really tiny team of a few people, although they were supported by a team of 17. But it was worked on by like a really small team, so I feel a bit guilty for saying it's not that great looking, is it? I thought that it was going to be one of those like, oh, it's some really nice art style, you know, pretty graphics and whatever, but I don't know. Anyway, we are in gameplay. So the gimmick is, it's a blind girl, so you're sort of like experiencing what she is, kind of thing. So like, you use the sound to make out the world around you. So like, she can hear a bird over there, so you know there's a bird there, but like, you're not going to know anything until you hear, like, yeah. She walks into the fence and it appears. So that's the gimmick, which sounds interesting. I don't know whether that will hold up. I'm assuming it's probably going to be quite a short game. Can I go in the house? No. That's a wall. Tree. Guess we follow the cat. Hello. I'd also like to point out that I chose to play this over Doom today. My Steam library is a weird place. Oh Jesus, that was loud. Someone gave way to Autumn. Ray's friend now had a name. Brian. Hmm? I missed that. I was making funny. That's a weird name for a cat. I missed Nani on the days he didn't visit, but he would always show up eventually. Okay. Where's it run off to now then? Winter came and I decided to visit left Stofton. I struggled with that sentence for some reason. Well. Each time Nani left the garden, Ray would worry, wondering if he would ever come back. Spring brought the garden back to life, but Nani was nowhere to be found. And I've got a green thing wandering around. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to signify. Or is that just like showing that I'm uncovering things? Oh, that's a wall. Now, this is a sentence that I probably never thought I'd utter, but this little girl controls like a tank. She has got a bit of that get stuck on all the environment thing. So, if the cat's legged it, then where am I supposed to be going? It's blocked off. I think I've kind of been through all the garden. Is there a way to actually leave? I didn't try. I think there's an interact button, which I'm going to guess is E, due to my many years of playing video games. I was incorrect. Interactive space. Okay. That's unusual. Very missed a friend badly. One day she had to go out and find him. Does she not have parents? It's an interesting idea, this whole thing with like things appear as you hear them, but like I'd be interested to see what they actually do with it. I do also kind of hope that the entire game isn't just like walk slowly as things appear. But I wonder if Nani might have come this way. Right. What actually is that? Can I climb over it with spacebar? Yes, I can. That's... oh, what? That's an issue. Are we going to have to Indiana Jones this and walk and hope there's a bridge? Yes, there is. A lot of broken fountains around here, isn't there? Oh, oh, ah! Things are not always as she imagined it. That... I'll give credit for that. That is interesting. Nice. Rock. Okay. It's a pretty naff scarecrow, isn't it? Because there's a crow on it. Okay. I've got some like insomnia sanity meter thing going here. Not insomnia, amnesia. Okay. I'm not here for this whole birdemic thing that's happening now. Come on, move. It's a rock. Climbing fence. Get me away from here.